classrooms and taxpayers. Okay, I'll try to rush it along. At any rate, their proposals are to hold schools harmless and ensure that their funding levels are not reduced, dedicate increased revenues to school. They're claiming that our revenues are going to increase just naturally with the way we're going, which I don't know if I believe that. Streamline government and halt unnecessary spending. They've been saying that for a long time. It'd be nice if they do it. And continue to utilize prior viable budget solutions. They say that these, if they fulfill these, that will provide $4.4 billion in total savings and eliminate the trigger cuts. We've all seen the actions by the CSUs, and even though they're telling us they're doing all these cuts, you see them giving large bonuses, increasing their administrative salaries. I've seen where new administrators come in and spend thousands and thousands of dollars renovating their offices. And now there's talk about freezing the legislators' salaries. Okay. Anyway, the most important thing for all of us is don't let yourself be hijacked. They want us to vote yes on Governor Brown's tax proposals in order to save our schools. I wouldn't recommend it, but the one thing we do have to do, we have to make sure that our students do have access to higher education because our future depends on it.
Thank you.
Gwat.
Thanks. My last name would frighten anybody and everybody. So I'm always just introduced as Gwat. The last name is Bhattacharjie. My husband came from New Delhi, India. So I'm thankful to be here because immigration, as an immigrant, I didn't plan to immigrate. I came here for studies, but as an immigrant, it's dear to my heart because we are being flooded by especially illegal immigrants. I had an article that I hurriedly put together, and why does it impact on us? It's the impact of illegal immigration, especially on this state and the nation. If you remember, at the turn of last century, we are 1.5 million people in California. Who can tell me what the population of California is right now? Just about
38 million.
38 million, exceeding Canada's entire population. Can we sustain this growth?
No.
We can't, because we're impacting upon all our resources, water, infrastructure, maintenance of that, and even just spending on welfare, education especially. Because we have to educate these kids, so the kids of illegal immigrants who are U.S. citizens because they come here to give birth to their babies. So I'm going to go to my address now. In the case of illegal immigration, the saying, as California goes, so goes the nation, may not apply as California has bucked the trend set by most of the 40 states last year that have passed immigration legislation. In 2011, 40 states, they can't bear the burden anymore. And they set 250 new laws and resolutions enacted during the first half, just the first half of 2011. The abysmal failure of the federal government to address this problem and the high cost of supporting illegal immigration has led to a flurry of restrictive legislation in states like Oklahoma and Alabama following Arizona's SB 1070 that passed into law and is now being challenged and will be heard by the Supreme Court. There are currently an estimated 12 million illegal aliens residing in the United States. I've heard that number for 3 years. Do they grow? It has never grown. And it's not stationary. This is still a country of the best opportunity, and everybody in the world wants to come here. And the world population is now 8 billion people and still growing. About a quarter of illegal immigrants live in California. Figure it yourself. The Federation for American Immigration Reform, or FAIR in short, calculates that the illegal population costs roughly $113 billion yearly and $21.8 billion in California alone. Los Angeles County's welfare tab for children of illegal immigrants is estimated at $600 million, or 1.6 billion in 2010 if you combine it with public safety and healthcare costs, not including education. You know, that's a classic case of failure in LA County. So now, AB 1236, ending California with an anticipated budget shortfall of $6.5 billion already, even if most spending cuts were to occur and Governor Brown's proposed tax hikes were to pass. You know, they just passed the budget from one year to another year to another year. And nobody, no Democrat, has ever talked about the 16 trillion or the billions of dollars that we are in the hawk. 1.6 billion in lost my place there. Brown has made our state a refuge for illegal aliens, providing job security and rewarding them by signing various bills into law. Let me mention the things that he passed last year. Last year was a very bad year. AB 1236 prohibited cities and counties from passing laws requiring employers to use E-Verify. And you remember about the students' residency requirements, they weakened it.
Your 5 minutes is up.
And the DREAM Act, and I went up and fought for Tim Donnelly's bills. Tim Donnelly is our champion right now in fighting illegal immigration and its cost to this nation. Watch his bills, they're going to be heard tomorrow and today. Thank you.